The Salesforce Winter'24 release came with two new classes, Comparator and Collator. So these two classes are coming from Java background. The guys who have worked on Java or who are working on Java, they must be very well aware of these two things. This class gives a beyond default sorting order, like beyond comparable, so that you can sort on different fields and different attributes of the class. Collator gives you a locale sensitive sorting. And why this is important is I've created a small example here, like these are some German words. So in German, these letters or these characters basically are treated have differently. They have a different sorting rules. Same goes in French. These characters have a different sort of sorting rules. But before we go there, let's quickly check what Java used to offer. So similar example I have created in Java. This is a simple string array. We are sorting it, printing the default sort order. Then we are creating a collator. In Java, the difference is the collator can take any locale and it can sort it according to the locale. And this is just printing out the sorted fruits based on this thing. So if you see the output here, so the default sorting order is this thing. But if we put locale into the consideration, if you see that it has changed a few things and it has taken care of those special characters. So now the interesting part is how the collector class in Salesforce is working. So if we come down here, they have also given a similar example where they've created a system run as user. They have created a list and then they are trying to set a locale of French. And but let's go there. Let's go to this method. So this method get instance is not taking any locale. And the reason here is that the Salesforce is automatically picking the current user's locale here. So this method is mostly meant to be used on a client-side rendering kind of logic, not in a trigger or a backend or an integration code, because those code bases are meant to be user locale neutral. Locale is something which is applied on the database records at the time of rendering on UI, not when we are storing in the database. So that's why even if you check the documentation, this guide is clearly giving you a warning that avoid using it in triggers, because at time of trigger you are writing or doing some transaction on the database records which is meant to be locale unaware. It is the business data. Locale is specific to business user, because let's say your company is multinational, you have French, German, English, and let's say Hindi speaking users. So they all need to see the same data differently in different formatting like dates and time, but your data has to stay intact. It cannot be stored in different locales. So please make sure if you're using Collator, you keep this in mind that this is not meant to be used in possibly your batch epics or triggers or that kind of backend logic. It is mainly for front-end rendering. So for the same reason, what Salesforce has done is they have given the get instance method, but they have ripped off the additional parameter which Java used to provide, like this locale.german. It automatically enforces the user's locale. Now let's do some testing. So like if I come here and let me open my Chrome extension. So let me go to debug logs and open tail logs so that I can quickly check the logs also. So now let me move this aside. Let's try to run this class, but before that, let me give you a quick walkthrough. So you see that this is a test collator class. I've created an array of some German words, some French words. This is just a simple run as user. What I'm doing is I have basically two test methods. One test methods basically is for French user testing. One is for German user testing. And only thing I'm doing is I'm just setting user locale in this run as user, running the code as a given user as a French locale so that I can see the French testing. So what happens is this French words are passed into this sorting method. So this is English sorting, normal sorting. Now I created a collator instance, and as the current user is having French locale set here, it is a system.run as setting. So then when I sort, it basically sorts considering the special French characters and the results are rendered differently. Same thing I've done here in the German user case. I've set the locale for Germany. Now I did the system.run as the German words. German words are defined here. And then what I have done is I've sorted these German words normally. And then I got a collator, data sorting using collator, and then I printed them out. Let's run this test. And I think it is done. Let's come back to our this thing, tail logs. So it automatically prints the log. Let me find user debug. So now if you see the debug logs, so French sorting without collator, it is printing it like a clear, like this. And in case we have used collator, it has taken care of these special characters here. So let me turn off the split view. Same is for German sorting. The default sorting English is different, but if we take care of Collator, it takes care of the locale aware characters, which are special for German users. Hope this video helps you to make good use of Collator. If you have any feedback, please drop in comments.